Hello, beautiful souls. If you are in the middle of a transition of trying to figure out who you are again, we're going to cover how you're going to figure that out. And I will also try to give examples of how I figured out who I was again after I went through my divorce, lost a job, had kids, all these things that we all go through in life that changes us. I'm Lavender Moon. I'm a psychic intuitive tarot reader. I'm also 45 and been through midlife crisis after midlife crisis and am figuring out who I am. And so let's do this together. So I'm going to start out. I took 2 cards from the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle. I let them fall out randomly as I always do. The jumper cards that I use them as they jump out. And that's my cue from Spirit. That's what the message they have for you today. So the first one we have is Coming of Winter, which is kind of fitting. We're kind of in that transition now. Fall is on the horizon. The summer months are starting to fade away. We're almost in, today is September 1st, the day that this is being posted. So let me read to you what Coming of Winter says. When the winter winds blow into your spread, it is time for self-reflection. Failure to learn from your experiences often causes repeat of mistakes. It's time to review the choices you've made without the opinions of others. Wow. I think that's what a really important message, a really profound message right now. Make choices without the opinions of others. Make choices that you make for you. Okay. What choices made your heart happy? What an amazing question, right? What choices left you numb or lacking in inspiration? What is holding you back and what resources could you use more of? Use the answers to questions like these to get a better understanding of what truly makes you happy and to form a plan to start shifting your life towards the image of your choosing. Beautiful soul, this life, all of the choices, all of the actions, all of the steps that we take, all the paths we go down, it's our choosing. I'm going to get a little woo-woo on you here for a minute. But I believe that before we come into this life, we have a soul contract. We choose what experiences that we want to experience, what we need to experience to evolve and to, ascend in our journey. And while we're here, we may have epiphanies and realize, ooh, I'm going to choose a different path than what I originally said I was going to do. Wow. Okay. This card comes with a message to rest. The world will wait for you. Give your mind, body, and soul time to be still. Taking time to recharge is not laziness. It is the choice of supporting yourself. You'll have more strength, energy, and focus to devote time to the things you love when you are rested. Let that sink in for a minute. All of us who have issues with people pleasing and we feel like the only way we can feel successful is if we just keep trying and keep working hard and keep putting it out there. We don't have to do that. We need to take time for ourselves for self-care. The next card that I pulled was Candle Magic. And it is it is number 9, but let me go back a minute here. Coming of Winter was number 11, which is a new beginning. So this could be a new beginning of your choice. If you just got divorced, you are figuring out who you are without this person in your life. If you just lost a job, you're trying to figure out who you are and what kind of career how you even want to make money and what kind of career you want to be in. So those are new beginnings. Okay. Candle Magic is number 9, which is the ending of a cycle, the ending of a chapter. So let's see what that one has to say. When you're holding Candle Magic, know that your intentions and prayers have been received by the powers that be, or your higher power, whatever you resonate with, okay? They know you are in need of support and are working hard behind the scenes to bring your prayers to life. You do not need to worry, as your intentions will manifest when the time is right. I just posted about that on TikTok last Thursday. So Follow me on TikTok, go find it. It was about not giving up, that everything is working out in the timeline it's supposed to, because your spirit guides are in the background getting everything lined up, ready for you. So go check that out on TikTok, okay? So, yes, you are manifesting what you want. You are trying to build this new life after these I'm going to say horrible because they feel horrible. After these horrible life experiences, they're really just challenges and times to grow and learn. But yes, you are working through this. You're manifesting who you are. You're trying to figure out who you are. I have some moon magic, deep moon messages here for you. And I pulled a few that really resonated with me in this topic of this reading. And then I turned them over on their faces so they're upside down, and I went through the pictures, and the pictures that really stood out to me were these two. And I'm going to read what they say. I am curious about my true nature. I seek to understand myself. And that's this one. And I think a lot of us are in that time right now, trying to figure out who we are and what our true nature is and what our soul's purpose is, okay? And this one is amazing, okay? This is so amazing. I shine my light outwards for all to see. Beautiful soul, your light is so bright, and you are here to shine it for the world to see. And whatever your talents are, the world is going to see them. The world is going to stand up and take notice of you. And it's time to step into your talents and use them for the good, for the better of all humanity, is what I just heard. Wow. I then went to the Higher Self Oracle and pulled some cards there as well. So we have anger. And a lot of us are probably still struggling with anger from these experiences that we had, whether it was the loss of a job, the loss of a relationship, the loss of loved ones, whatever experience you're going through right now where you're trying to figure out who you are again, you probably are dealing with anger still. And for me, I am still like, even this week, and it has been over a year since I lost my job, and I am still dealing with anger. I'm replaying a lot of instances that happened, and I keep replaying them, and I'm like, why was I so naive? Why didn't I see the writing on the wall? Why didn't I see that these people were fake and trying to be my friends? And I get so angry. And then I have to take a step back and take a deep breath and say, you know what? This was a lesson. This was to learn that this experience was not where you were meant to stay. Oh, wow, that was really cool. Spirit always tells me this stuff when I'm relaying stories, and then I have epiphanies, and it's so fun, okay? Then we have forgiveness. And yes, this is talking about forgiving someone, and you don't have to tell them you forgave them. It's more of a healing process for yourself. But what I'm also picking up here is forgiving yourself. Like what I just started talking about, that I keep thinking about these experiences and why was I so naive? Why didn't I see the writing on the wall? Well, forgive myself, because I was so caught up in all the things that I was deluded to believe, deluded to see about the experience, that I couldn't have, like, I did see the writing on the walls. Let me back up. I did. But it was almost like at the very end where I was like so wanting to believe the good stuff, that the bad stuff just, like, I thought I was being paranoid, honestly. I thought it was my ego. I didn't really think it was real. Because I did have an epiphany that I was, or a knowing that I was going to get fired. I did. It was all hush-hush. There was no mention of it at all. It was just a coworker of mine and I were brought into the office with the new manager, and she let us go right there, both of us right there together, which I know now was not the way it was supposed to be done, but I'm not going to go into that because I'm in a much happier place. Honestly, I really am. Okay. Then the nature card came out. So I think spending more time in nature will help you ground, help you heal, help you get past it, help you figure out who you are. Because a lot of times when you're in nature, things kind of slow down, and you can really like be in your mind and really like be there and take notice of your thoughts, take notice of, oh, you know, I really used to like to paint, and I stopped doing that. I need to paint more. Just an example. If that resonates, please take it. And then the last one is perseverance. Keep trying, keep going after what you really want to do. And let me tell you an example of what I mean by this. When I was married the first time, I was so into, like, I love before I met this man. I loved vampires. I loved the goth subculture. I loved psychic witches, all that stuff just really just fascinated me. I was like, oh, this is so cool. In fact, it started probably when I was in high school, all this started. And I was like, wow, this is awesome. I really like, in the paranormal, I was always interested in the paranormal, all this stuff. And when I was married to this man, I let it all go. I tried to conform to this boring woman that he wanted in his life. He wanted a sugar mama who would do what he wanted to do, which was go to the casino all the time. And I didn't have any of my interests anymore. I lost myself with him. And when I left him, I went back into it all. And over time, like doing ghost tours and paranormal investigations, I eventually learned that I have psychic abilities. And I never in a million years thought I did, ever. And I always just thought, oh, that's just a fascination that I have. But I looked for these things again. I explored these things again. And I found my current husband who supported me in everything I wanted to do. He still supports me to this day. I will tell him, oh, I did a tarot reading for myself and I got these cards. I think he knows what they mean because he acts like he does. But even if he doesn't, he acts like he does. So I don't have to explain them all to him, which is really kind of cool too. Just saying. Okay, let's get some tarot and see what other messages we can get about finding who we are and where we need to be in this life. Oh, wow. Guys. Okay, we have 7 of Cups. This could be having too many choices and being careful which choice to make. Oh, we did talk about choosing our life. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this card, it definitely is what the Coming of Winter was talking about, making choices of who we are and what paths we want to go down. But also, don't allow yourself to be deluded. Don't let other people's opinions affect your decisions. Okay, I love that. I love that. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. And this card says, as long as you take the actions to make change in your life, fate will turn the wheel into your favor. It will change your fortunes. And bonus points if you are a fixed sign, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, or Taurus, because you show up on this card strongly. And so that puts you in a place of power in this reading, which is amazing. Okay, anything else? Oh, this is really cool. I love it when the cards all like have the same message. Ooh. For some of you, love could be coming in with this change of fortune. We have the 2 of Cups. This is a relationship in alignment with you. It is someone who is unlike anyone you've ever had in your life, so anyone you've ever dated. And if you're not looking for romance, because you could already be in a wonderful relationship, and that's great. It could be a new best friend. It could be a business partner. It could be a coworker. It could be you and your higher self, or you and your spirit team. You could be realizing that you are psychic and you are, or just realizing that you have a spirit team and you want to have a relationship with them. That is really cool. One other thing that I do want to point out before I go on, I placed this card, the 2 of Cups, on top of the forgiveness card. And so it drew my attention to it. This 2 of Cups could just be someone who is already in your life that you have decided to forgive and you're renewing your relationship with them. So take that as it resonates. Okay. Oh, we got some people here. Okay. Yeah, well, I think this card is kind of goes without saying. We got the Hermit card, which is going through the dark night of the soul, or a journey of the dark night of the soul. We are going through a journey to figure out who we are. And this is just really reiterating that you're on this journey and you're figuring out who you are. And you just have that little light to shine. And in this flashlight, and usually the Hermit holds a lantern, it's the star, which is shining your light for everyone to see, which is this card. I shine my light outwards for all to see. So yes, you are figuring out who you are and shining your light. That is amazing. That is so amazing. So we've got a couple people here. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands could be anyone who is a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, who is maybe, it could be a child. Could also be someone who's just immature. Take that as it resonates. But also, pages are messengers, and this could be exciting news coming in for you. So what if it's about a new relationship, if it's about your new career path, how you're going to make money, even your new life of who you're going to become. This is exciting news, and I love that for you. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. This could be a Virgo in your life, so take that as it resonates. You could even be a Virgo. And if you are, then you're showing up strongly in this reading. Same thing with the Page of Wands if you're a fire sign. Okay. Anyways, this Knight of Pentacles talks about planting seeds for what you want to bring into your life. Planting the seeds and taking the time to really pay attention to what soil you're putting them in and how often you're watering, like all the details. Taking care of the details, and remember that slow and steady wins the race. Anything else that we want to tell them? This card also doesn't surprise me. Death card. This does not mean that someone is going to physically die. What this means is there's a transformation coming in your life, a big change. So it is a chapter of your life dying, yes, but it's that you are coming into a new chapter of your life. And this doesn't surprise me at all. It is also a Scorpio, so take that as it resonates. If you are a Scorpio like me, you're showing up strongly here in this reading. Otherwise, it could be a Scorpio in your life. Okay. Wow, we got Virgo and Scorpio. That's really fun. I don't know why I'm being drawn to this, or compelled to tell you this, but Virgo and Scorpio used to be the same sign. And then I don't know the details off the top of my head what happened, but then they split them and put Libra in the middle to balance them out. So anyways, which is really kind of interesting because I'm Scorpio Sun, Virgo Moon, and I see a lot of similarities in the two signs. Okay. Let's get some Psychic Tarot Oracle cards and see if we can confirm, confirm any of these messages. I guess confirm. We have 4, firm foundation. This is 4 of Pentacles. So this is you are building a firm foundation for your new beginning. And I love that. Whether it's a relationship, a job, a career, just a new chapter altogether, is just a firm foundation makes it really strong and stable for a long time. Okay. And then we have 14, patience. This is the Temperance card. So plant your seeds, have the patience to watch them grow and become the beautiful lilies. And this is a lily in this picture. Watch them grow into the beautiful lilies that they are meant to become. Wow. And I love that I noticed that in this card, that that's a lily, because I named my daughter Lily. Okay, anyways, let's see. I did have some other Moon Magic, Deep Moon Messages cards that I do want to share with you. We have this one, which says, I will not remain stuck. I choose change. Choose change. I am ready for something bigger, better, and brighter. Yes, I do believe that the Hermit is looking for something brighter in his life. So yes. And finally, I see the gateway is open and the pathway is clear. My journey begins. And you are on a journey. And I'm being drawn to this Knight of Pentacles again. He is on this horse and he is riding towards a city. And along the way, he is scouting out where he should plant his seeds. And this is all metaphorical. So again, take it as it resonates. But he is scouting out where to plant, where are the best places to plant his seeds to have his manifestations grow into fruition, become his reality. And that's where we need to be. Let's pull an angel number. Ooh, guys, I love this. We have 000, new beginnings. Definitely new beginnings coming in, for sure. And 272, confidence. Remain to have confidence in yourself because you are shining your light for all to see. Remain confident in that light because you are amazing. You have amazing things to offer everyone. Just remember, you are amazing. If you like this video, please do me a huge favor. Click that like button. It's free. It doesn't cost anything, and it just takes a half a second. Leave me comments if you feel compelled to. Share my video with others so that they can receive these messages as well. And consider subscribing to my channel so you can see more of this content that I am putting out every week for you. I wish you the very best. If you would like a personal reading or to check out my Patreon, I'll put those links in the description. And I wish you the brightest blessings as well. Have a wonderful day.